So, what's going on guys, and welcome back to episode number 96 of our Portsmouth career mode, and we are going to be simming the first game of the episode, which is going to be away from home up against QPR. We have actually got our first team line-out available, so we should be able to go out and pick up all 3 points, and we do lose the game 2-0. Hoylett and Poulter scoring the goals. Very disappointing, but also, in the previous episode, I did ask you guys what you would like to see for episode number 100, and pretty much the response has been that you want to see basically a really long episode. So that is in fact what we will be doing. We will be doing you a mega long episode, probably between half an hour and an hour long. So hopefully you will enjoy that when it does come out, which hopefully should be quite soon. So a little disappointed that we did in fact lose that game. We also get a player injured, and Jason Denier is going to be out for 6 weeks. That's very bad news for us. And well, that sim game did not benefit us one little bit, did it? But we have now got some FIFA World Cup qualifiers with Netherlands. So we have going to take on Turkey here. Turkey are currently on equal points with us. So we should, if we win this game, be secured a place into the next round. And we do. Promise picking up 2 goals, and Emnes also scoring for us as we pick up a very comfortable 3-0 victory. We have got some more player training for you guys here, but I'm going to add some different players on. So hopefully I'll show you the players that we're going to do, and hopefully they can start growing in their ratings quite soon. At the moment, these are the 5 players we are going to be putting on. Unfortunately, we can't put the other players I would have liked to because they're currently on international duty. But the reason I've decided to put Lang, our second choice goalkeeper, on 2 drills is basically because, as you guys do know, Shiplock is injured. So I want to try and get my best out of Lang. We want to try and get him up to the highest rating possible because obviously he's going to be our goalkeeper for the next few games. And he is probably going to be playing against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. So we're hopefully going to be able to try and get him up a little bit, and maybe try and get him to hit the 70 rated. But a little bit disappointed there that we failed to win that game there up against Denmark, as we did lose 2-1 at home. But we now have got the chance to step into the first game which we are going to play, which is going to be at home at Fratton Park up against Newcastle. So having a look at Newcastle's squad here, they get Darlow in goal. They've got a backline of Janmat, Good, Amat and Dummett. Then they've got Tioto, Talvin, De Jong, Gomez, Amioba and Tony. So on the bench they've actually got Andre Silva, they've got Reyes, they've got Kishner, they've got Mane. So in theory I think their better squad is actually on the bench. Ruben Loftus-Cheek on the ball. Loftus-Cheek trying to squeeze the ball through to Boca, which he does do. Boca's through, cuts back inside. Surely Boca's going to find the back of the net. He doesn't, but it falls back to Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and his header gets deflected off of the Newcastle centre-back. And Jordi Amat, a former player of ours, I don't think he knew much about it, but if it wasn't for him, Newcastle would have found themselves 1-0 down. So just before the half-time break, we've been awarded a free kick. Gareth Bale standing over it. Can Gareth Bale produce a moment of magic? Oh, I thought it was in. He's hit the side netting. How close are we going to get? Gareth Bale inches away from giving us a lead going into the half-time break. Hatchin Mastor squeezing the ball through to Raheem Sterling. Sterling's cut back inside. Sterling goes for goal, and it's hit Yannick Boca. Get out of the way, man. Get out of the way. How many times have we done that this season where a shot has been going on target and one of our own players has got in the way? Just leave it. Don't even attempt to get there. Just move out the way. A lovely chance for us. We squeeze the ball through to Gareth. Gareth Bale's through one-on-one with the goalkeeper. We're going to have faith in his right boot. It's a lovely save, but it comes back to Mastor. And Kyle Darlow has just produced a wonderful double save. He denied Gareth Bale with a wonderful save, and then he managed to get up in the nick of time and get a very strong hand on Hatchin Mastor's header. How has he kept them 2 shots out? Gareth Bale on the ball. He's skipped past loads of people here, Gareth. Gareth Bale on his left boot goes for goal. And that's really poor from Gareth Bale there. He's got to be hitting the target. However, from the corner kick, Lucas Hernandez has found the back of the net, and actually Gareth Bale's shot might not have been that weak because we got awarded a corner kick, and right from that corner kick Raheem Sterling whips the ball in the box. It's a lovely powerful delivery. Kyle Darlow comes out, gets nowhere near it, and Lucas Hernandez wins the header. It goes over the top of Kyle Darlow into the back of the net, and eventually the deadlock has been broken. Newcastle got a lovely chance here. Andre Silva is going to be taking on Madri. He is a lot quicker, and Madri's done very well to keep up with him there and take him away from goal, but he whips puts the ball in the box. Surely we're going to win that one. Yes, we do. A mixture between Lang and our centre-back. Both get good contact on that, but Newcastle still got a good chance. Kitchener plays the ball back inside. Comes to Nathaniel Klein, who plays the ball to Iheanacho. And surely now we're going to have a good chance. We squeeze the ball through to Yannick Boca. Boca is through, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Ball rolls to one side, and Carl Darlow once again making the save, but he can't get back up in time. And Yannick Boca had a simple side foot into the back of the net. Nothing Carl Darlow could do about that one, but Carl Darlow throughout the game has been fantastic. Lovely ball through to Boca from Iheanacho. Carl Darlow, what a save that is, but his defender just won't help him out there, and Yannick Boca picks up his third goal in the Barclays Premier League, which, to be honest, isn't that many. I was hoping he would be banging in a few more than what he has been. A lovely chance for Kitchener, our former player. He plays the ball through to Andre Silva. Kitchener's on the ball. He plays the ball to the far post. And that's a lovely consolation goal for Newcastle. But thankfully for us, that's all it is. Kitchener, the provider. He completely tore us to pieces down the right-hand side. He cuts back inside, plays the ball to Silva. Silva back to Kitchener. Kitchener back inside to Silva. And that's a lovely, powerful header past Lang. Nothing you can do about that one. But thankfully, it doesn't mean much because the final whistle will go in a minute. And it looks like we are going to pick up all 3 points against Newcastle. Yes, we do. The referee blows a final whistle. A 2-1 victory for us at Fratton Park is good enough to pick up all 3 points. A goal from Boca and a goal from... Who was the other goal scorer? I'm not actually sure. Let's have a look. Player ratings. The other goal was scored by... Boca and Hernandez. That's right, Hernandez actually put us 1-0 up with the bullet header into the back of the net. So I'm very pleased with that result. Hopefully we can try and get back from a poor start to the league, because we're currently sitting in 9th place, which is not good enough for the squad that we've got. So we're now going to move into the second game of the episode, which is going to be at home at Fratton Park up against Basel. As you can see there, we're currently sitting in second place, just 3 points behind Marseille, and on equal points with Atletico Madrid. So we are going to be playing Basel, who are currently bottom, but we've got to beat them because there's only one more game in the division, or in the group stage, which is going to be up against Atletico Madrid. So if we lose this, Atletico Madrid win and then get a point against us, Atletico Madrid will be going through and we'll be going out of the Champions League. So it's a big game for us, and we're going to have to try and do our best to pick up all 3 points to release a little bit of pressure on us, as hopefully Marseille can do us a favour by beating Atletico Madrid. But looking at the starting lineup for us, Christopher Shiplock has come back into the starting lineup. He's still got Plastic's name, so it is a little bit of a risk, and we're playing Kosterman at left back instead of Lucas Hernandez. And apart from that, the team is exactly the same. And looking at Basel's lineup, I don't think they're going to have any named players apart from Mbolo, probably. Yes, they've got Mbolo, they've got Botius, who's currently an 80 rated, they've got Adama Traore, they've got Botius. Apart from that, Xhaka. Apart from that, there's not many big name players in there. So in theory, we should be able to pick up all 3 points and give us a massive boost into going into the next round of the Champions League. Iheanacho playing the ball out wide to Nathaniel Klein. Nathaniel Klein lets it fly, and Nathaniel Klein's shot goes wide of the post. I think it was quite far actually, but from my angle it looked like it was going quite close. I thought Nathaniel Klein would have opened the scoring for us there. A lovely chance for Basel. They play the ball down the right hand side. They whip the ball across the far post, but Mbolo can't catch up with it, and the ball goes harmlessly wide out for a corner kick, a goal kick I should be saying. But to be honest, I thought we were going to get an early lead in this game. I was hoping we were anyway, to hopefully to try and dampen the nerves, because this is a crucial game for us, and as long as the scoreline remains at 0-0, Basel are still going to think they're in the game, and the last thing we want to do in this game is give Basel a lifeline. A lovely ball's been squeezed through to Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale's run out of energy, but cuts back inside with a scoop turn. He goes to goal with his left boot, and the goalkeeper's pushed the ball onto the post, and it goes out wide for a corner kick. But we are going to make some substitutions now, and I think it's got to be them 3. It's going to come off, innit? Hachi Mastor is going to come off, and we're going to bring on Martinez. We're going to bring on Dominic Solanke on the right instead of Bale, and on the left we can bring on Bergwijn. So a little bit disappointing that we're going to have to take off Bale, Sterling and Mastor. But to be honest, they're all too tired. But we've got a good chance here. This is my favourite corner kick. Boca plays the ball back to Nathaniel Klein. Nathaniel Klein with a good first touch, goes for goal, and it gets cleared off the line. You've got to be kidding me. We've got to do our best now to try and get ourselves to win this game. We've got to score. And we've done it. Dominic Solanke, who's just come on the pitch, scores the goal. Klosterman, who's playing at left back, puts in an absolute pearl of a ball. To be honest, I wasn't looking for Dominic Solanke, I was looking for the player behind him, Iheanacho, and Dominic Solanke with a fantastic backwards header. And the goalkeeper wasn't expecting that. It goes over the top of him and into the back of the net. Dominic Solanke what an introduction into the game, and what a way to show me that he should have started the game with a fantastic goal just seconds after making an appearance onto the pitch. So fantastic result for us there. Klosterman picking up our man of the match with a lovely ball into the box, and it was finished expertly as well by Dominic Solanke. A little disappointed that we could not go ahead and pick up a better victory than we did, but it doesn't matter. Atletico Madrid did actually draw 0-0 with Marseille, which means now if we get just a point against Atletico, it will be enough to put us through into the next round of the Champions League. But if we lose that game, we'll be out. So now we've got a away game up against Hull, which we are going to go ahead and sim. So Shiplock is going to be reinstated into the goal, but the problem is we've got our second team line out. Hopefully we can go ahead and pick up all 3 points. Of course we do. We end up winning the game at 2-1. Dahoud scoring in the second minute. Then Hernandez missed a penalty. I don't know what he's taken. Oh, this is the other Hernandez. I was going to say, I don't know what Hernandez is doing, taking a penalty. And then Hernandez actually scores for them, and then Ryan Gold scores for us. So we did take a 2-0 lead, but then they did pinch one back. But thankfully for us, it wasn't enough to go ahead and win the game. So a fantastic result for us there, especially simming it. So we are going to take Lang off of the goalkeeper now, because Shiplock has come back. So as Shiplock's come back, we don't need Lang to be our goalkeeper anymore. Thank God for that. We've got the third and final game of the episode, which is going to be a very difficult one up against Arsenal, who are currently sitting in second place in the league. They've currently got 29 points. We've currently got 23 points. So if we win this game, we will be closing up the gap on them, and it's going to be a very difficult game for us. But we have got a second team line out. The basic reason is because in just 2 days' time we have a massive game against Atletico Madrid, and we need our full team available. So we need the likes of Boca, Mastor, Bale, Sterling. We need all of them available for that game. So this lineup is going to be with Hernandez, with Klosterman, Mary, Boscagli, Payne, Dahoud, Bergwijn, Gold, Solanke, Martinez, and Shiplock in goal. So it is going to be a strong lineup, but obviously it's not our strongest. And we are going to be facing a very strong Arsenal side, who are currently sitting second. They've got Szczesny, Debussy, Koscielny, Joe Davies, Declan John. They've got a front line of Adelaide, Rain Adelaide, Walcott, Welbeck, and Sanchez. On the bench, they've got Giroud, they've got Jack, they've got Luis. So they've got a very strong squad, and we have to be at our very best if we want to get anything from this game. Frickson Martinez has gone on a dazing run down the left-hand side. He loses the ball, but then wins it back. And then Debussy has to do his very best there to get back in goal side and clear the ball out wide. But we've still got a chance here with Payne on the ball. Payne plays the ball out wide to Dahoud. Dahoud through to Ryan Gold. Ryan Gold through to Milosevic, who's taken on his man. Declan John goes for goal and pulls off a good save from Szczesny. And they do get the ball cleared just about, but very promising start for us to this game. Frickson Martinez finding Dominic Solanke. Solanke through to goal. Goal through to Milosevic. And surely he's going to find the back of the net. It goes up in the air. And somehow Arsenal have kept the ball out. It was a fantastic save from Szczesny. I was hoping the ball was going to bounce over the line. Milosevic, I was trying to get him to close in on the ball, but he just wouldn't get near it. And the Arsenal defenders just about get back in the nick of time to save Szczesny's bacon. But we play the ball back to Frickson Martinez. Martinez on his favourite left boot goes for goal, but it goes straight into the arms of Wojciech Szczesny. Oh! What a goal! Dahoud, who hardly ever gets on the score sheet, has just got on it now. What a goal from our number 30, a player that's been out of sorts lately. He hasn't been playing that well, we haven't been giving him that much game time, but boy does he pretty much repay us there for giving him a starting place. A lovely touch, and what a finish into the far corner. Szczesny can't get anywhere near that one. And Dahoud with an absolute wonder goal from range, giving us a 1-0 lead just before the half-time break. Dominic Solanke squeezing the ball through to Frickson Martinez. He's through one-on-one, or I thought he was, but he must have been standing in offside position. I thought we were going to double our lead there. How close was this? Oh, that was inches. That was so very close to not being offside because he was in his own half, but I think his toenail was over the line and the referee saw it, or the linesman saw it, and he give offside. Arsenal let off the hook there. Arsenal have a really good chance here in the 91st minute, but Boscagli gets back in the nick of time. We try and play the ball back to Shiplock instead of putting it out for a throw-in, and we end up conceding the corner. We're in trouble. Wojciech Szczesny's come up. We've got to do our best to defend this one. Can we get the ball clear? The ball comes in. We get it clear. It comes to Martinez. Martinez to win the header. He can't do. They try the shot and it goes out wide for another corner kick. Can't ref. Blow the final whistle. I know you want to. we've got to do our best to defend it. This one last corner kick, it comes in the box. Can we get that one clear? Yes, we can, but only as far as Welbeck. The play ball back inside to Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez here trying to create something. Referee blow the final whistle. Comes back to Aaron Ramsey. It comes to Welbeck. Welbeck's shot goes over the bar, and we celebrate as we pick up all 3 points, and a fantastic result for us, considering Arsenal were actually a lot better than us in the league. Dahoud, our goal scorer, picking up man of the match with an 8 rating. Very pleased with that performance. And we've won all 3 games in this episode. A fantastic episode for us. However, that will in fact be it for this episode of Career Mode. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit the like button down below, as it is going to be very much appreciated. And don't forget, if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all my latest videos and Career Modes. And also follow me on Twitter in case I have any questions I would like to ask you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.